to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
The Golden State Warriors are about to make an important decision before the NBA trade deadline. The big question is Dennis Schroeder part of the team's future or just a piece for another trade? The point guard, recently acquired from the Brooklyn Nets, is already eligible to be traded again, and this opens up a range of possibilities for the Warriors. But does the team really need him? Or was this just a strategic move for a bigger trade? Warriors and the chess game of trades. The Warriors have already shown that they are not just observing the market. They are active and looking for changes. Reports indicate that the team has inquired about almost every available all-star in the league. And now, with Schroeder eligible for a trade, the team has another valuable asset in hand. Schroeder's NBA journey proves that he is used to being on the move. He has been traded 5 times in his 12-year career. Golden State's decision to acquire him quickly was no coincidence. If he didn't fit with the team, he could always be traded again. And that is exactly what could happen now. But what can the Warriors actually get for Schroeder? Schroeder and the modern slavery controversy. Recently, Schroeder harshly criticized the NBA trade system, comparing it to modern slavery. He highlighted the fact that players can be traded without any control over their destinations, affecting their careers and financial stability. And he has a point. After all, players like Luka Doncic lose hundreds of millions of dollars when traded, as they become ineligible for certain supermax contracts. In an interview with Dalton Johnson of NBC Sports, Schroeder stated, "At the end of the day, it's modern slavery. Everyone can decide where you go, even if you have a contract. This raises an important question. Should the Warriors keep Schroeder, or will he just be another name on the trade list? Warriors writing a past mistake? The reality is that Schroeder was never a perfect fit for the Warriors system. Stephen Curry has always played better alongside players who don't need the ball in their hands as much, and Schroeder doesn't fit that profile. This reminds us of other failed experiments, such as the acquisitions of Chris Paul and D'Angelo Russell, neither of whom lasted more than a season with the team. Even Draymond Green raised this concern right after the trade, saying that Schroeder was not brought in to fit into the Warriors system. If Green is right, then the inevitable question is, what's the next step? What's the Warriors' next move? The Warriors have a few strategic options. With Schroeder and their future first-round picks, they can pursue a significant trade. His $13 million expiring contract is a valuable tool for salary matching in deals. But there's one crucial detail. The team must avoid exceeding the NBA's first apron, set at $178 million. The front office's intentions seem to have shifted throughout the season. Initially, the Warriors pursued a star and even inquired about Jimmy Butler. Then they pivoted to solid rotation players, with rumors linking them to the Chicago Bulls and talks for Nikola Vucevic. Now, according to Shams Charania, the team has been exploring nearly every available all-star in the league. Could this movement be related to the recent Luka Doncic trade? If the Dallas Mavericks were willing to make a bold move, the Warriors might feel that no player is truly off-limits. And in the fans' dream scenario, one name always resurfaces: Kevin Durant. But bringing KD back would require much more than just Schroeder and a few draft picks. What do you think? Will the Warriors trade Schroeder to strengthen the roster? Or could the point guard surprise everyone and find his place on the team? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update to stay on top of all the latest team news. As a Golden State Warriors fan, I think this situation with Dennis Schroeder highlights how much the team is trying to reinvent itself, but it also reveals a certain lack of clear direction. From the moment he was acquired, it was evident that he wasn't a natural fit for the Warriors system. The team has already made similar mistakes by bringing in players like Chris Paul and D'Angelo Russell, who didn't mesh well with Stephen Curry's style of play, and now they seem to be repeating the same error. The big question for me is, what do the Warriors really want? At the beginning of the season, the front office talked about pursuing a star, then shifted to rotation players, and now they seem to be exploring all possible avenues. This gives the impression that the organization lacks a concrete plan to return to title contention. If the idea was just to acquire Schroeder as a trade asset, then they shouldn't waste time and should find a deal that truly strengthens the roster. The Warriors need a player who complements Curry and Klay, a versatile defender, or an impactful big man, not a point guard who requires the ball in his hands all the time. Another thing that worries me is the impact on the locker room. Draymond Green has already made it clear that he doesn't see Schroeder as an ideal fit, and we all know how crucial team chemistry is to the Warriors' success. If there are doubts within the roster itself, it only reinforces that this trade needs to happen before it becomes a bigger problem. Now, if the front office truly believes that Schroeder can work within the system, they need to be clear about how he will be used and what they expect from him. But honestly, I don't see a long-term future for him with the team. If there's an opportunity to package him in a deal for a more suitable player, that's the best choice for the Warriors. If I had to suggest a target, I would prefer a versatile big man, a solid defender, or even a player like OG Onunoby, who would bring balance to the roster. The Warriors need to stop gambling on questionable fits and focus on what truly works for the team. And you Warriors fans, do you think Schroeder should stay or be traded as soon as possible? Leave your thoughts and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update to stay updated on all things Warriors.